Fallout from Paris attacks is becoming a political issue across the country. At least 27 governors, including our Governor Pat McCrory, are now opposing the Obama administration's plan to place 10,000 Syrian refugees in the U.S. next year. All but one of those governors are Republicans. Opposition to the refugees quickly grew after it was revealed at least one suspect in the Paris attacks was in Europe posing as a Syrian refugee. Governors in 7 states say they'll continue to accept refugees. Governor McCrory repeated his stance today.
How can you do a background check on somebody, an extensive background check from someone coming from Syria where you have a completely divided government? We have a tough time doing background checks on people in the United States, much less Syria. So we need to be given the confidence of what exactly the process is from a country that's basically in a civil war at this point in time.
Right now, Governor McCrory is on a conference call with other governors and the White House addressing their concerns with the process. A refugee organization in eastern North Carolina today expressed confidence in the refugee screening process. WNCT's Zora Stevenson learned more about how refugees make their way into the U.S.
Refugees are people who have fled their own country and are unwilling or able to return to it because of persecution they fear or persecution they have experienced.
Each year, thousands of refugees leave their countries in hopes of finding a better life somewhere else. The process to enter another country, specifically the United States, isn't easy.
A long and arduous and intensive screening process.
Interfaith Refugee Ministry Coordinator Susan Husson says it can take years for refugees to be accepted. Governor Pat McCrory wants to know more on how the federal government screens potential refugees.
Right now, not only does this governor not have confidence in having the sufficient information, but the people of the country do not have confidence.
Husson deals with the process every day and has a different opinion.
The UN certainly would do background screening to find out if the person has a credible claim. So that's the first step. And secondly, then the United States certainly does other background screenings in conjunction sometimes with their partners wherever refugees happen to be.
McCrory joins more than half of the country's governors refusing to accept Syrian refugees, something Husson is disappointed in.
Perhaps some of the persons with authority, such as governors, maybe have not checked with people like the state refugee coordinators who have a picture of what's going on.
Husson says all refugees are given a caseworker once they arrive in North Carolina, and someone is in contact with them throughout their transition process. In New Bern, Zora Stevenson, 9 on your side.